Hey guys, it's Frozen Joe. What are you barking at? What are you barking at? Go do your stuff. Guys, it's Frozen Joe and I'm here to review another fig. And today I'll be reviewing a fig known as Havasu. It's Havasu, guys. Also known as Havasu Unknown or Nix Havasu Unknown. Guys, I'm just going to refer to it as Havasu from here on out, which I think is probably the best way to refer to this variety. Guys, as you can see, this is a nice, healthy looking plant. It's up about to my chin, guys, and I'm 6 feet tall, so I'm guessing this is like 4.5 feet, 5 feet right now. 4.5, I would think, right about now, give or take, guys. And interesting thing about this tree, guys, I got this tree last year, and when I got it, it was a nice little container, plant in a container in a pot, and I planted it last fall. And in December, guys, we had a freeze, and this plant died to the ground. I have like 20, I think I have 21, 22 fig trees in the ground, guys, here in my backyard and also on the front of my property. And like I said, I have about 22, I think, right now, guys, and only 2 of them last winter froze to the ground. Havasu is one, and Flanders, that little guy there, which has come back somewhat as well. But guys, this one died to the ground, and it didn't start growing again until about mid-April. So here we are, November 9th. All this growth you see, guys, is growth that occurred since about 6 months ago, guys. This is 6 months worth of growth on this tree. Like I said, it's got to be about 4.5 feet tall, would be my best guess. But it looks very healthy. You can see, kind of toward late summer, it just started going on this huge growth spurt, and it's still growing strong. Now, there's a little side note here, guys. I think a lot of people have questions about the fact that I live here in a very warm climate here in the suburbs outside of Phoenix, guys. Some places, some maps and stuff have me as zone 10, some have me as zone 9. I believe I'm zone 9B is my true zone here. You know, people say, well, I live in zone 7 or I live in zone 8 and I didn't get any dieback on my trees last winter. How is it possible that you're in zone 9B and you had frost kill a plant all the way down to the ground? How does that work? Well, guys, basically, this is how it works. If you live in a cooler climate, fall rolls around and your tree, the leaves start to change color, and as it gets cooler, the leaves drop, and eventually you're left just with the hardened wood. There's no more green or leafy growth left on the plant, and the plant is fully dormant and prepared for the winter cold that's coming. And once a fig tree does that, it can be hardy down to 10, 15 degrees easily, Fahrenheit. Down to 10 or 15 degrees Fahrenheit, most fig varieties are hardy to that. Once they go fully dormant, once that process of the fall rolling around, the leaves turning color, dropping, all the wood, you see, guys, like you see this wood up here, is this green color. Okay, this wood is not hardened at all. But you see this wood down here? I know I have some Bermuda and stuff, guys. See this? It's turned dark. It's a different type of wood. This wood is much closer to being hardened than this wood is. Now, for the plant to truly be hardened off, all this wood, all this green would turn to that darker color. The leaves would turn color. The leaves would drop. The buds, see how these buds are open and they're putting out new leaves? It wouldn't be like that, guys. It would be instead, you'd have that hard bud tip. I'm trying to see if I have any other plants around me with that showing right now. Not that I see. But you know, you get the hardened bud tips. They just be closed, and they could still be green, or they might turn like that brown color a little bit. And the tree is fully dormant in that state, and it's ready to handle the cold. So what happened to me in December, and what happens to people, you know, if maybe you live in Florida or a similar climate to mine where it's warm most of the time, but occasionally you'll get these cold air masses moving through and dropping the temperatures down near freezing. And that's what happened to me last year, guys, in December. And this plant was pretty much in the same state that you see it now. It looked very similar to this when you know, those temps rolled through here, where we had several nights in a row where the temps dropped down to around 30. And it really damaged this plant badly, died to the ground. But guys, I have been extremely impressed with this plant, because look at all the growth that has come back from just from being dead down to the ground. I mean, it waited until mid-April. Most of my other fig trees broke dormancy and started growing late February or early March. So a good month and a half, almost 2 months went by where I was seeing growth on other plants, and I was getting to the point where I was pretty convinced this plant was dead. But no guys, it's bounced back, and it bounced back in a big way, and it looks fantastic. I'm hoping the same thing doesn't repeat itself this winter, but I think every year as this plant gets older, it'll be able to handle the cold better and better, and hopefully it learns, to start going dormant at a more appropriate time. And guys, in general, again, this is another tangent, but in general, with cold hardiness in fig trees, really when people are saying this variety is more cold hardy, really what they're referring to is this is a variety that in general in the fall will go dormant earlier, and in the spring will wait longer to come out of dormancy. Generally speaking, with fig trees, the cold hardy varieties are the ones that go dormant early in the fall and that stay dormant longer into the spring. They're the ones that are still dormant when those late fall frosts come or those early spring frosts come. The ones that are more aggressive growers that really want to grow, they don't want to slow down in the fall, they want to get that early jump in the spring, those are the ones that get slammed by frosts and get damaged. So that's my big spiel there, guys, on cold hardiness with figs. But look at Havasu, guys. The leaves are big. See this? 5 loaves, attractive leaves. It definitely has a distinct leaf type. They're really consistent with this shape, and they're large, guys. These are large leaves here, guys. You see it's producing figs at every node now that it's got going, and has these big attractive leaves, guys, and it's starting to make fruit. Now it's late in the year. I took the baggie off of this one, guys. It's later in the year, and I'm not sure how many of these will ripen, but it's doing it now, guys, and it had that late start. So I think every year this is going to just be more and more productive, and hopefully in future years I'll be getting fruit a lot earlier than this. Guys, this is the first fig I'm ever going to taste from this variety, from Havasu. It's a good sized fig. See the quarter here, guys? It's a lot bigger than a quarter. It's I don't really know what to compare it to. Golf ball. It's about golf ball size here, guys. And this one here, this particular one that I picked, has a large open eye, guys. I'm not sure if they're all that way. As I've said, this is my first one, so this may not be indicative. Every year I just plan on doing reviews, guys, of the varieties that are ripening, so I'll do this again next year, and follow me in the future and get to compare over the years, see what's really kind of typical or not for these figs. But this is the first one I have here, guys, and it is wide open eye here. Purple colored fig, a little bit of yellow still on top. Let me cut it open. Oh, and you know, this one's spoiled a little bit in the middle. I left this one, I wasn't sure when to pick this one, and it is spoiled in the middle there, guys. I don't know if you can see, but that's discolored there in the center. And yeah, varieties with an open eye will be more prone to that, but it may just be because, you know, this time of year figs are taking a lot longer to ripen, so I'm not going to hold this against this variety that it has done this. I have another one ripening on there. I'm actually going to do a review of that one as well, as when it ripens, just to give you guys a better idea of the fruit. Let me see. I really don't like messing with them once they get that discoloration in there, because it can be pretty bad. Let me see, there's another one here. Is this one ripe? I let that one go longer. Maybe I'm just going to take this one now, not let it go as long. And hopefully it's not going to be spoiled inside. Let me give this one a try here, guys. We can compare and see, is it an open eye as well. Yeah, has that big open eye. This one's even bigger. This fig is larger than the other one. Guys, I'm gonna, hate to do it, guys, but I think I'm gonna discard this one. I'll leave it here for now. I mean, I might be able to pick around that mold, but I just hate to do that, guys, once that mold gets in there. Alright, this one also has a huge open eye, guys. I mean, it's huge. It's a big fig. It's bigger than the last one. It has that giant open eye. I've protected these, so let's see. Hopefully this one's good inside. Let me put this down. And yeah, I think this one is still good inside. Yeah, I believe this one is good inside here. There's a little bit of, you know what it is with this one, because the eye was so open, it got kind of the part where the eye was exposed got kind of like dried out and tough looking, but I think the interior beyond that is still going to be good with this one. Let me see on this side here. Yeah, this one is good. This one's going to be good to eat. So I'm not going to mess with that one. Just, I don't know how well you guys can see, but it's almost like a weird color inside. I don't know. It might just be a function of the eye being so open, but let me have a taste of this one first, and we'll see if I'm going to mess with that other one or not. Here you go, guys. Havasu comes really highly recommended as an excellent variety for Arizona. Let me give it a taste. It has a very delicate, rich flavor. It's very nice. It's a very nice tasting fig, guys. Sweet and rich. Wow. Well, it's very good. Reminds me of the flavor of bar soap. It has that big eye, guys, so. See here where it's kind of dried out here, where the eye was big? That part is a little bit tougher in texture. Flavor is still good there, but the rest of the fig is a nice, soft, juicy fig. Wow. There goes my plate. Quarter. The rest of the fig is nice and juicy and soft and sweet. It's a delicate, rich flavor. Very nice. Very nice. It reminds me of bar soap or Flanders. Taste-wise, taste profile, it's excellent. It's very good. Very, very good. Now this, yeah, it's not going to mess with that, guys, because there's that discoloration in there. Not going to mess with it, but the other fig that was ready and that wasn't messed up inside. Well, guys, that was delicious. What do you think, huh? Was that good? It was delicious, guys. And those are large figs. Good size, large figs. Delicious, rich flavor. Good sweetness. It's a large fig, which is nice, and has beautiful leaves. Strong grower, guys. It's Havasu, protected from the winter colds. I think you want to do that with this variety, at least when it's young. But it's healthy. It grows strong. The fig's delicious. Large, rich, sweet, nice. Complex, almost delicate though. Fig flavor that lingers for a long time in your mouth, guys. This is a nice fig, and I'm excited to see how this tree does over time. I'll keep you guys updated. Thanks for watching. Have a great Sunday, guys. Enjoy. Bye.